What's up, everybody? Life's Apprentice. Today we're going to be doing the second part of this little video here. The first part was Soffit, and now we're going to be doing some fascia. So here we have our different fascias, and fascia varies. We make all of our own fascia. This is a 6-inch by 2-inch. You can buy the stuff too pre-made. It looks a little bit different, but you can buy it in multiple colors, and we'll be showing you how we install this. This is our piece of fascia here. You can see, and this just fits up just like this. You want to make sure that you get a decent amount behind this edge right here. This is going to help just keep water out and prevent ice dams. There will be a gutter going over the top here, but you still want this to go behind your edge. So we have a little nail, little trim nail. This is how we fasten the fascia. I do not face nail my fascia almost ever. If you can, try to avoid it. I always put it down in the bottom. So I try to line my nail up on one of these ribs so that it doesn't smash the soffit. And then we just put this nail in just like this. And you'll begin to see, let me get my hand out of the way. You see how well this grabs and holds, just like that. And then I want to go about every 2 feet. Get one more in here. And that's essentially it. Now on a straight run like this, show them down, we're just going to keep going. I started with like a 5-footer here, but we're going to end up using 10-footers all the way down until we get to the end, and then we'll have to cut a piece to whatever size it is. But essentially that's it. We're going to go down the whole thing and continue that process. Alright, well, here we are installing the fascia. The fascia is just going to go up just like that. Alright, well, we got this piece on. This is just a scrap piece. It's roughly 5 feet. Now we're going to measure all the way up here what our length is. And we're going to need 80 inches total. So, I'm going to take that whole piece, and we're going to measure it to 80 inches. Inches there, and then we got to cut this angle right here where it meets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure from this point to right there is 63 and a half, and then I need an overlap there, so I'm going to go 64 and a half. I'm going to measure that on this portion right here. Mark at 64 and a half. Another way you can do this, depending on your situation, is you can go like this and just measure the offset. Like here would be about 16 inches. And then cut on that angle. And if you look here, I did it the other way, but it's about 16 inches. So we're essentially in the same ballpark here. I'm just going to use this piece of a straight edge. Draw all over it like that. Don't do that. And we're just going to cut this on that angle. Cut this off. Now, because I kind of did this backwards, most people are going to be looking at this from down there, so I want this to slip behind. I want my lap to slip behind there, which is going to prove to be difficult here, obviously. Oh, shit. Yeah, that was probably a bad idea. But essentially, there's your piece. And if you can see, hold that up right there. This piece is completely up, and that's how that looks. So that's how you find that angle on a piece like this. And that's essentially the finished product. Now we're gonna have to back lap this. So this piece is going over this piece, but our lap is going the wrong way. So we're gonna change. Well, we're back. I wasn't able to show you as much detail with the fascia as I would have liked because we had gutter guys coming today. I was supposed to get the fascia done yesterday before they got here, but it was raining all day. And so we were kind of in a little bit of a hurry this morning to get everything done. But I just want to show you kind of some of the finished product and what we did. You'll notice on spots like this, where we have this piece coming down over this piece, we had to make a little bit bigger pieces and just make these corners, and then these pieces we had to just cut out that 2-inch return edge and nail it on the face. This is really the only time I ever nail my fascia to the face. And then you can see the all new gutters looking really nice and clean. Everything's all finished up, and then we upgraded these, and I'd recommend this on just about every house. These are a 3x4-inch downspout. I'd recommend that. There's no reason to go with the small downspout, in my opinion. I think that this is just a much better option. They can handle a lot more water, and they're not going to clog as easy because you got a bigger hole up here. So I'm going to walk you around and kind of show you some of the spots that we did. You can see how this corner turned out. It's kind of a goofy spot. I still got to caulk that little gap right there. You can see how these corners look. Got this guy going down into the sump right here, which they had to crimp it kind of round to get it to fit in there. It's about all you can really do, but if you have the option to do this rather than having water on your driveway, this is just a way better option. You can see how nice this looks. Now this is part 2 of the series. The first part was the soffit. The second part is the fascia, and then we don't do gutters anymore. I used to. But we don't do them anymore. We just don't have enough jobs, and we primarily do a lot more siding and roofing. So I subcontract the gutters. I have a good group of guys that I love do all my gutters, and they do just a really good job, and they're very, very fast. You can see how some of these corners ended up. Looks really nice. See here, we had to make a bigger piece and kind of cut it on that angle. You don't necessarily have to do that, but you can use some shorter pieces. You just have to put seams in it, which I prefer not to do. I was a little bit short on metal, so I'll have to finish that peak tomorrow. But tomorrow we'll be here installing gutter guards, so stay tuned for that portion of the video. You can see how nice this looks. It's a huge upgrade, and for what it's worth and what it adds to your home, it's totally worth the money. It adds a lot of value. You can see all this back here. It's turned out really nice. Super clean. I still have to do some caulking right here where this addition was. The stuff just doesn't line up quite right. You can see here we got this downspout. I recommended that we can always add a kick out here, but we have a nice hill to keep the water away from the house, and rather than have a piece there that's going to be in the way when you're cutting grass or tripping over it. So if you guys like this video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Tomorrow will be part 3 of this. We'll be installing gutter guards. I'll be showing you what we use for gutter guards and how we install them. It's pretty simple, and our gutter guards work really well. I've never found a gutter guard that I really am 100% satisfied with, and I don't think they exist. I think they all have pros and cons depending on what style you use. But in a scenario like this where you have these big maples and they're dropping helicopters and the buds and everything like that, you have to have some sort of gutter guard. You just have to. Like I said, none are perfect, but stay tuned for tomorrow's video, and I'll show you how we do it.